House Rowan of Goldengrove is one of the most prominent and oldest families from the Reach. They are in a special position within the Reach, as its dominion extends all along its whole northern borders with the Westerlands, meaning they have traditionally been the first line of defence from attacks from the Kings of the Rock, House Lannister. At some point, this resulted in House Rowan being made Marshals of the North March to replace the declining House Osgrey, whom are now their bannermen. Their banner is a golden tree on a silver background, and as of A Dance with Dragons, their house words are unknown. Like several other major houses from the Reach, the Rowans can trace their descent from the legendary Garth Greenhand through his daughter, Rowan Goldentree. According to legend, she was so bereft when her lover left her for her rich rival, she wrapped an apple in her golden hair and planted it upon a hill. From that very apple grew a tree whose bark, leaves and fruit were yellow gold. House Rowan traces its roots to Rowan's daughters. In some legends of the Reach, Lan the Clever was a bastard born to Rowan, or potentially her sister, Floris the Fox. During Aegon Targaryen's conquest to Westeros, House Rowan's seat of Goldengrove was chosen as the rallying point of the armies of King of the Rock, Loren I Lannister, and the King of the Reach, Meryn IX Gardener, with Goldengrove seen as a good centre point to meet between the two kingdoms. The Rowans were a large part of the 55,000 strong host assembled by the two kings to face the coming invaders, and thus played a large role in the Field of Fire, which saw the end of House Gardener and the lowering of House Lannister from kings to Lord Paramounts of the Westerlands. It is said House Rowan suffered large losses during the battle, given their high position in the army of King Meryn. During 48 AC, during the reign of Maegor the Cruel, Lord Rickard Rowan, alongside other Reach lords, marched alongside Septon Moon against King Maegor at the end of the Faith Militant Uprising. Lord Rickard Rowan, alongside Torgon Oakhart, were among the most prominent lords to join the Faith Militant at this time. The two lords protected the Septon and his followers when they camped beneath the walls of Old Town. Lord Donald Hightower refused to take up arms against Moon's followers, with many claiming the real reason was not wishing to offer battle to Lord Rowan and Lord Oakhart. They remained with Moon until his assassination, at which point they struck their banners. House Rowan was one of the very few houses of the Reach to declare for the Blacks and Queen Rhaenyra during the Targaryen Civil War known as the Dance of the Dragons. Many assumed they would side with the Greens and King Aegon II, given their connection to House Hightower and Old Town. Their biggest involvement was fighting in the Battle on the Honeywine. The lord of the house during this time, Lord Thaddeus Rowan, later became a regent and hand of the king during the reign of King Aegon III, after the war had ended, a role in which he served loyally to the boy king. However, he was caught up in a plot to assassinate King Aegon and replace him with his brother, Prince Viserys. As a result, Rowan was held in captivity for weeks and brutally tortured. When the plot finally came to light and the truth was exposed, Lord Rowan was released from his captivity, with the real conspirators admitting to framing Rowan's involvement to hide their own part in the plot. Despite his innocence being discovered, Lord Thaddeus Rowan was a broken and damaged man and died shortly after his release from the dungeons. House Rowan played a minor role during the rest of the Targaryen era after the Dance of the Dragons. The Lord of Goldengrove was the liege lord of Sir Eustace Osgrey and Lady Rowan Webber, who play a large role in the second Dunk and Egg story, The Sworn Sword, with Lord Rowan being distantly related to Lady Rowan as one of his sisters married Rowan's father, Wendell. We also know daughter of Lord Rowan was betrothed to Sir Tyon Lannister, the second son of Lord Gerald Lannister and Lady Rowan Webber. This was until Tyon was seduced and persuaded by Lady Ellen Rain to marry her instead, breaking his betrothal with House Rowan. Again, House Rowan plays a minor supporting role in the main book series during the Baratheon era of Westeros. In A Game of Thrones, a Night's Watchman was an apprentice singer in the Reach, before being caught in bed with the daughter of Lord Mathis Rowan of Goldengrove. Though Daeron maintains that she was waiting for him naked and helped him into her room, under her father's eyes she named it rape. For this, Daeron was sent to the wall. During a clash of kings, Lord Mathis Rowan sides with King Renly Baratheon during the War of Five Kings, in large part following the support of their liege lords House Tyrell. Later, after the death of Renly, House Rowan joins the Tyrells in their new alliance with House Lannister and House Baratheon of King's Landing, and as a result, were a large part of the Battle of the Blackwater. Lord Mathis was among the lords presented to King Joffrey at the awarding ceremony after the battle, with the new hand of the king, Lord Tywin Lannister, granting him an advisory seat on the Small Council as a reward for his service. During a storm of swords, After the feast of the wedding of Tyrion Lannister to Sansa Stark, Lord Mathis Rowan is noted to have danced with Sansa. Later, during the wedding of Joffrey Baratheon to Margaery Tyrell, Lord Mathis gives Joffrey a red silk pavilion as a wedding gift. During the wedding feast, a man sworn to House Rowan stabs a Dornishman, and in the aftermath of the assassination of Joffrey, an archer that was said to be in Rowan livery tells Sir Jaime Lannister that Sansa Stark was the one who killed Joffrey. Finally, during a feast for crows, Sir Kevin Lannister named Lord Mathis a good candidate to fill the vacant position of Hand of the King during his meeting with Queen Cersei. The Queen instead revoked Mathis Rowan's honorary council seat altogether. Lord Rowan, though outraged at his dismissal, still attends the wedding of King Tommen and Margaery Tyrell, and later is part of the force that marches with Lord Mace Tyrell to lay siege to Storm's End. And as of A Dance with Dragons, that's all we know of House Rowan.